Last fall, I did a virtual presentation for a group and received some feedback that it was extremely well attended, one of their best attended presentations, and I got some really high marks in the feedback, except for one remark. One person criticized my presentation. That could have bothered me. As a matter of fact, 20 years ago, it might have stopped me from doing another presentation. Don't let it. That's my message in this video today. There are going to be critics. That's okay. The mantra I want to encourage you to adopt is some will like it, some won't. So what? Who's next? Because we want to share our message with our right tribe. I know that my work is not for everyone, but it is for the people that I'm meant to work with. And that's my mission, is to find those people. That's part of the reason why I have this channel, and it's part of the reason why at the end of every video, I ask you to share this with someone who you might think is interested. Yet, I digress. Here's the deal. As humans, we are judging creatures. We judge just about everything. So to think that if I'm speaking to an audience, I'm not going to be judged, well, that's just fallacy. It's going to happen. What I want to encourage you to think about is avoid letting it stop you. Embrace the critics and embrace the criticism. Now remember, everyone has an opinion, and some people don't share it in a very nice way. Let it go. And those folks online who might criticize your video, again, let that go. Acknowledging, thank you, I appreciate you sharing, and moving on. Please don't let it stop you from sharing your important message. Now, you might consider constructive criticism as a way to improve. So, if you have a trusted friend, a colleague, or if you have a coach and they're going to give you some constructive feedback, take that to heart and use it to your advantage. But don't let the trolls, so to speak, ruin your day. Just let it roll like the water off the proverbial duck's back. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Move on, move forward, avoid letting it stop you. The other thing to think about when it comes to this idea of, I don't want to put my message out there because I'm going to be judged, focus on your impact. Your message is important, and only you can share your special gift with the world. Only you can share your message in your way. So please share it. The world needs to hear it. Before you step out on stage, have a way to prepare yourself. Maybe it's not stage, maybe it's the video camera, but it's a 5-minute sequence that helps you get prepared. It includes a mantra, something like, I'm an amazing speaker. My audience wants to hear from me. And a power pose or power posture, standing up straight, celebrating who you are, breathing into yourself and your mantra. That can help prepare you for stepping out and be confident. So please, if the fear of judgment is stopping you from sharing your message, create that video, share that message, book that speaking engagement, offer to lead that meeting, whatever it is that gets you in front of your audience that will allow you to and practice and make some progress. And then when the critics come, whether it's your own internal voice or someone else's, shake it off and step up. Long ago, I heard a story about a farmer who had a donkey, and the donkey tripped and fell in a hole. The farmer didn't quite know what to do, and he was an old donkey, so he called his farmer friends together and thought, the best thing to do is put this poor guy out of his misery, so we'll just bury him. Doesn't sound like a good plan, right? If you were the donkey, well, he wasn't very happy, as you can imagine. And every time a shovelful of dirt hit his back, he kicked and brayed and made a fuss. But the dirt fell off his back and onto the ground, and he tamped it down. So every shovelful shook it off, stepped up. Every shovelful shook it off, stepped up. Pretty soon, he stepped up and out of the hole. And that's what I want you to think about. When those critics come, because they will, take them off and step up. Now, if it again is constructive, as I've said, take it as learning. What can you do different? How can you improve and move forward? But don't let those critics who are just not being very nice, just critical for critical's sake, stop you from sharing your message. As I said earlier, if you know somebody who could benefit from listening to this, please feel free to share it. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already so you can get my videos each and every week. See you next time.